Hey y'all, welcome back for another episode of Sign for the Culture. I'm your host, Jazzy J, and I got my two co-hosts here, Mr. Doe Stacks from the Doe Show and TA Speaks from Urban Illustration. How y'all doing tonight?
Good. Feeling good.
All
What's up with
right.
you?
I'm
So,
all right.
guys, we're talking about tonight. Cool, hanging in there. Been a okay weekend. How about y'all's?
I'm all right. I'm all right.
Yeah, same
All
here.
right, man. It's like this fucking day just drained me. I don't know why. It wasn't nothing
Yeah,
special.
buddy. Hey,
Yeah.
we knew Martin Luther King Day was gonna be a freeze out for us. So you know what I mean. We got together. We got together and poured out a little liquor for him on Saturday. Had us a little
I'm
nice
weak.
little shindig
I'm weak.
Yeah.
And young shout
for
out
the
to my
Martin
homie.
Luther
beautiful
Martin
people.
Luther the King didn't
Happy
want to do the
MLK
shit.
Day.
Hey, for the homie, for the dead homie.
But shoot, man, it's my sister's birthday,
Not
so
today,
I
homie,
say,
on
For
the
the dead
so
homie.
it's also my sister and my deceased grandmother's birthday. So I want to send a happy birthday to my little sister and my grandmother.
That's what's up. So you know what we're talking about tonight? We're talking about taking it and jump right into it. Who want to kick this off tonight?
I'm gonna let the healed one do it.
Hey.
He's been through marriage and he's healed.
Ooh,
I'm single and ain't never been married, so it's like I might want to shut the fuck up.
hey, sometimes I'm
I'm
still in.
weak.
Hey, sometimes I get in that mode and I'm on that Boys in the Hood when he was just take.
He's swinging at the air.
I'm in that mode sometimes, man.
I'm
So
weak.
I don't know, man. It depends. You know what I mean? You got to pick up the topic. Like, come on with it. Like, what's the question? Let's go in the air.
Okay, so look. So, a lot I'm gonna start it like this. A lot of men tend to say to their significant other or partner, and this is true because I've heard a lot of men do this to their women. Tell them if they have a single girlfriend, they should not be taking relationship advice from them because their friend has nobody and does not understand the
I can
whole
understand
arrangement of being
why.
in a relationship.
I can understand why because single women keep women single. We
Why
see
do
it
you
every
say
day
that?
Bingo.
because we see it every single day, Jesse.
Bingo.
Every day
Okay, so why do you say that?
because we see it every day.
I'll elaborate on that one
Yeah,
right there.
please
When
elaborate.
when it comes to single women
Mhm.
and women that are in relationships, the
Mhm.
influence is usually different. You know what I mean? So like the married woman or the woman that's in a relationship is telling her all that couple stuff and all the rah, whether it be good or bad or indifferent. And that other one is like, why you stay in that? The one that's single is like, why you stay in that? Why you even
It
there? Why
couldn't
you
be
put up
me.
with that? It's like they don't
Couldn't be
understand.
me.
Y'all can't relate. It's too different. You got a purpose behind yours.
But what
You
about
trying to-
this? Let me ask you a question. What about if the friend is single just in that moment? What about if she's been through a relationship
Then
already?
that means
Does
that
that
means
still
she's speaking.
count?
Then that means she's speaking from a place of not only experience but pain.
Depends though.
Does it
'Cause some
always
of
mean
them
that
be the
she's speaking
reason.
from pain now?
She might have been the one that walked away, but this is what I say with them. But
Right.
I just don't. I look at it like this. You know what I mean? Like it ain't really much. I mean, don't get me wrong. You can learn something from everybody.
Yeah.
But you gotta. But when it comes from a single individual and you in a relationship, you better take that with a grain of salt.
Like
Period.
grain of salt too.
Take that with a grain of salt, because you know what I mean. Single mindset and relationship mindset is totally different. Because my mindset is different when I'm single versus when I'm in a relationship. You know what I mean?
Mhm.
Hell, I'm a goblin or something out here when I'm by myself, but then when I'm in the family atmosphere or in the relationship atmosphere, then it's a totally different ball game. I'm totally focused on what it is and what we doing.
Mm-hmm.
I think about
So,
you before I
okay.
make a move or say something.
So let me ask you a question. So let's not just relationship. Let's move on to married. What about if the friend or family member, because it could be either or, has been married before, has been through the whole relationship process and been in a marriage for umpteen years and now is divorced, and you are going through something in your relationship or marriage, and they give you advice. Do you take it or do you deny it because now they are no longer in a marriage or a relationship, but they have been through all of that?
It's all according to whether it's coming from a positive angle or a negative angle. Because as an adult, it's up to you to choose how you want to take and accept information.
There you go.
You know what I'm saying? Like, we like that's something we don't factor into our everyday lives, is that it's up to you to take in what you want to take in. Nobody can influence you unless you allow yourself to be influenced. So,
and I say, man, come on now.
You just got to be, if the person's spitting some real shit and it's going to help the situation.
Exactly. About that communication, you know what I mean? Communication is the biggest killer. Like finances and communication is always the biggest killer to relationships in general. You know what I mean? And it's like, man, like it's a lot of misunderstanding just because we ain't communicating right. You know what I mean? So if you take that time to sit down and actually make sure that y'all can actually understand what each other is saying, because a lot of times y'all might be saying the same thing, but just saying it in a different way to where somebody can't even understand it, or you saying it too fast, or you saying it with aggression, so I ain't even trying to take it in.
Right. Right.
Because like my thing is, I don't mind, me personally, because I'm married, speaking from a married place. I don't mind taking advice from either or, as long as it's one healthy advice. And what I mean, not from a place of, bitterness or whatever you had going on in your past relationships or even previous relationships or whatever. Because people are single for all types of reasons. Maybe it wasn't something that they did, maybe something a significant other did and made them, like TA said earlier, Trump made them choose to walk away. We don't know unless they're telling you the story. However, I do take it, sad to say this, and, I do take it with a grain of salt from people or friends rather, that have not been in long-term relationships. I don't take their advice serious. That's just me personally, because how could you give me advice on something that you necessarily don't even, involve yourself in? If you're hopping from this person, that person, this person, that person, how could you give me advice?
I feel you on that one.
Man,
how do y'all feel about that? Because there's a lot of men, especially men, they from women to women, your single guy friends.
I feel attacked.
Not you personally, but you
better get this advice.
You got that one homeboy that's going from woman to woman to woman. Y'all know. How do y'all deal with that?
Hey, it's a lot of women. It's a lot of women with the 5 fingers of death. They got the one that take them out to eat. They got the one that's over there fixing stuff around the house. They got the one that take care of their physical needs. They got the one that's just a muncher. You know what I mean? And then they got the one, he a good guy. They keep him around. They want to be with him.
He's the listener.
But they just can't let go of the other foe. So they hold on to him like.
We learned that from you. We learned that from y'all, man. We just better at it.
One day I'm gonna let all 4 of them go, and I'm gonna keep him.
Y'all the originators of this shit.
Exactly.
Y'all got a woman y'all got a woman that y'all go eat from. Y'all got a woman that y'all just mess around with. Y'all got a woman y'all get y'all bread from.
We be the one paying. We the one buying y'all food.
Y'all.
You don't even believe it. You over there smiling and about to laugh right now.
Because she knows
I've seen it. I've seen it. So I know we got it from y'all. We just a little better at it. That's all.
No.
So, we learned. Do y'all?
Listen.
What do y'all do in those aspects?
all my game I got from my mama and my grandmama.
Yeah.
Well, we're not talking about you y'all specifically, but y'all do have friends like that.
I do.
Am I lying?
Man. But I got friends, man, that I've been at times when I was single, man. I got a homeboy. He been married now for like almost 20 years now. Matter of fact, this year will be their 20th year married. Mm-hmm. And I remember at the beginning, I was the single wild dude, you know what I mean? And he like, nigga, I'm hopping in the car with you, bro. I'm out. Woo. I'm like, what you out for? He's like, man, I'm done with this. I'm like, say less. I'm like, what she do? He was like, man, you know, I said something. It was something so small. I was like, man, Negro.
Man, I'm taking you home, nigga.
Been a couple corners, let you get it all out your chest, and I'm gonna drop you right back off at home, dude. You messing up my rotation.
No, I do hate these are the ones that I do hate. I do hate the friends that are, like I said before, bitter. That are coming from a bitter place. So let's expand on that. That are coming from that bitter place that either had something detrimental happen in a relationship where they are one swore off all men or women, because it could go either or.
Mm-hmm.
Discard individuals. Right.
Discard unhealed individuals.
I lost my friend. That was my buddy.
Exactly.
Without him, like why she?
And 9 times out of 10, those be the people that don't even realize that they were the issue in their own relationship. So now they're trying to give you, and sometimes it be a lot of unsolicited advice.
Misery loves company, and you got to stay away from miserable people.
Yeah, you got that right.
That is so the truth. And I see a lot of miserable people voicing their miserable opinions to people who are generally sheep. You know what I'm saying? You don't meet a bunch of lions. You know, you got the flock, and people are easily influenced, and it's just sad because social media and just how we live our lives right now give the lames so much of an opinion and a force to where it affects people.
Yeah,
you know what I mean. Like have these people that voice their opinions in a real setting amongst people would never even voice their opinions.
Not at all.
Because
do you think social media is like the unsolicited bitter friend?
Yeah, definitely
tends to give
because a lot of everybody
it gives the hyenas a meeting place.
I feel like now it's like everybody want that punchline. They want that. Remember back, like, you know how the rappers was like Fabulous was the king of the punch one line.
Everybody's a comedian now.
Now everybody trying to throw something. They just want you to see it and everybody to like it, share it. Like what I say. Ooh,
I got a question for y'all. The passing of oh my god, what's his name? Because we talked about him before. Who?
Big Jew?
No, the relationship. The self-proclaimed relationship guru. The one that was.
You talking about the Godfather?
The Godfather.
The Godfather.
What's his name again? I forgot his name.
You know,
we can't say that. You know, we get.
No, I really didn't forget.
You know what happened?
I can't even say his name.
We can't say his name. You can say his name.
Why can't you say his name?
Man, hey,
out of nowhere. That used to just annihilate women on camera. I'm talking about
out of nowhere, 50 women to come out of nowhere like
everybody, male and female.
So with him, do y'all think that he was giving a lane, or maybe he was coming from a place of bitter sometimes?
I'll say his name, Kevin Samuels.
Yes.
Oh, okay.
I believe he said a lot of truth, man.
I mean, do y'all think that sometimes he came from a place of bitterness?
See, here's the thing, Jess. Nobody.
Or do you think that everything that he said was on point?
Nobody on this planet has ever been 100% agreed with, 100% right.
Not at all.
But
I believe
we gotta start respecting the ones. It's like basketball. If a motherfucker shooting 75% at what they do, that motherfucker's skilled. But when you start getting listen. I'm just breaking down to you. But when you get to a motherfucker who's shooting 80, 83, 85%,
yeah.
Oh, it's something different. Kevin Samuels shot the ball at a 90% Stephon
Question for
Curry
you though.
clip, and I'm gonna just leave it at that. Nobody's ever right all the time.
Okay.
Nobody's delivery is always right all the time. But he
Of
preached
course.
black marriage. He preached black unity, and he backed it up.
But look, this is the ones that he was chewing out. It was the ones that was specifically looking for people beyond the realm of where they are, men and women. Like
Okay,
where
but
is
let
his
me
financial
get.
status,
Do
where
y'all know
he-
his? Do y'all know his relationship background?
So what if he's
about
been
him being
married and
divorced and
divorced
the whole
twice?
nine?
Nobody.
Okay, but this is what we're talking about, though. So the question to y'all is: being that he was married and divorced twice.
He had to go through what he had to go through.
Let's go
to get
back.
where he at.
I'm just wait.
This
Hold
go
on.
back- this
Hear
goes
me
back
out.
to a-
Hear me out.
This
Hear
goes
me
back
out.
to a prior conversation. Never mind the
Being that he
message.
was married and divorced twice, can you say the same thing for him too? You could take his advice with a grain of salt too.
I don't.
Of
I
course,
don't.
that's like I said earlier. It's up to you to accept what you want to accept. But
I
the
look at-
problem is, he wasn't sugarcoating shit with people.
No, the question is not whether he was sugarcoating. The question is, can we take his advice with a grain of salt, or do we take it
It's
and
anybody.
run with it
But
and
it's no
apply
no
it?
reason to single him out because it's like everybody's, no matter who you dealing with, you need to take it with a grain of salt because everybody's situation is different.
Right.
So everybody's
True.
foundational points is different. What's
That's
going
true.
on in your relationship based off of your movements? Because every action has a reaction. So it's
And
like,
then you also got to factor in perspectives.
there you go.
What perspective was he speaking from, and what perspective were you listening from? Maybe we're not to that level or below or higher or on that level. But from what he was speaking in a broad basis,
Mhm.
he got on everybody's ass.
He did. He did. It was just his delivery, and some people may not
I mean,
have taken his delivery.
never mind the
No,
message.
wow.
Get the message. This goes back to a conversation we had on Urban Illustrated. Am I wrong?
Mhm.
Hey.
Never mind the messenger. Did you get the message?
Right. No matter the delivery, did you get the
Hey,
message?
the delivery is that like, but that's the thing. Like you got, and that's what I say. Like I always say, like
Hey,
you
I
got to be
still
able
feel
to,
like they killed Kev, man.
you got to be able to get out of your own way,
No.
man. Hey,
I don't
Kev
believe that.
killed himself with that Viagra.
Right.
Hey,
You don't
kill him,
think
man,
so?
yo.
You don't think so? With that little
I'm
last
a conspiracy theorist, and
Kill him, man, yo.
I look into a lot of deep stuff, but in that instance, I don't think that there's a conspiracy there. I think that he was indulging because this is not his first time indulging in activities such as that, and he
What,
fucked around
fucking?
and found out.
But
Basically,
fucking.
Yeah.
Everybody indulged.
yeah,
in
no, he was
fucking.
fucking and taking pills and
So he
shit.
popped a pill for it though.
Yeah, he was fucking and taking pills and shit. Come on now, my man.
Popping
Come
a
on now.
pill to get it.
My man got the fuck on down, is what happened, and he got the
Nah,
fuck on
man.
down a little too much.
They took my boy out.
I don't know about all of that, but
He was
let's,
getting
for
too powerful.
example, I want to give this example because I was watching Love and Hip Hop, I think it was like last season, and Scrappy and Bambi was going through a divorce, right? Or were on the verge of divorce. And I can remember this sticking out, like, I don't even know what the rest of the episode is about, but I remember this part that, you know, he was saying that a lot of her friends were the cause of them heading to a divorce because she was taking unsolicited advice and, you know, not, you know, communicating with him solely and, you know, trying to work on what needed to be worked on. So let me ask y'all that. With that being said, can that be an issue in people's relationship
yeah,
too? Even if they're
absolutely.
married or in a
Absolutely.
relationship, if they're listening to their friends and family too much, can that be an issue that is
Yeah.
will cause
See
you to
me?
go down the wrong path?
See me? Yeah, that can be an issue. And since
That was
they,
the cause in the
since,
divorce
since
that I
they
went
have
through.
so much to say about what we got going on, I'm gonna leave you to be with them.
Yeah, and telling people what they should do, what they shouldn't do, and then when it come down to it, after that's all said and done, now they realize they shouldn't have took the advice from you, and then they come back like
And-
when the other person
And
left,
still
they
looking
like,
at me like the enemy.
I'm sorry, it's too late.
And still looking at me like the enemy, real, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, nah, I'm not about to go through all that. See, me, when I'm dealing with somebody, I pay attention to the whole family. Like I wanna know your medical history, bitch.
This niggas.
It's because I've been in a situation to where I'm in a long-term relationship. We're almost 3 years in, and now I'm seeing that bipolar and schizophrenia runs deep in your family on your side.
Mm-hmm.
I'm also seeing that other things that I don't agree with run very heavy on your side. And it taught me a lesson, like you got to pay attention, because when you're in a relationship with somebody, you're not just in a relationship with them. You're in a relationship with everybody that's attached to them.
That's true.
So that's why I'm very guarded about me saying I'm going to deal with somebody. Like, I've cut people off because I've seen your mom, your sister, your aunt, your uncle, and I don't want to attach to that.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So, yeah, I mean, and back to what you were saying, it's all about us as adults and what you want to take in. So, as far as the Scrappy situation, he saw that what they were saying was influencing what they had going on.
Yeah.
Too much. So that's why I was brought about, you know, and women think emotionally, men think logically. For us, it's like, if we're looking at a math equation, what needs to be taken out of here for me to solve this problem? What's causing the problem?
I tell you, man, and that's so important.
So, you know, it's just all about perspective. Sorry to be so long-winded.
Well, guys, this was kind of like a warm-up, you know, for tonight. I want to thank y'all for both of y'all men for, you know, tuning in and, you know, giving us your perspective on the topic. We're about to go head over to TikTok. We're about to chop it up over there. Y'all can come follow along. Something for the culture at TikTok. I'm gonna go ahead and let y'all get y'all shout outs out of where they can find both of y'all shows at.
Well, you can find me on Urban Illustrated on TikTok, Urban Illustrated on Instagram. Also starting to pick it up on YouTube. Also, you can catch me on the Doe Show with the Doe Boy right there. And over here on Mondays with the lady right there, Jazzy J. I just appreciate being in the building.
Well, shit, man. I'm the Doe Show, 843 on all social media platforms. Every single one. You can catch me Mondays here, Something for the Culture. Wednesdays, the Doe Show, 7:30 on Facebook, 8 o'clock on TikTok. You can catch me Fridays on Urban Illustrated with TA Speaks. You can catch me Sunday at 8 o'clock. Facebook for the most part. We will be transferring over to TikTok on 2.5 Guys podcast.
And again, y'all, we're about to head over to TikTok. So I want to thank y'all for tuning in, and we will see y'all next Monday on Something for the Culture. Don't forget, myself and Doe will be on the Doe Show Wednesday. And of course, Urban Illustrated on Friday, and then Sunday, back around at 2 Guys and a Half Girl podcast. So we will see y'all then. Oh yeah, also y'all check out my mini-me, my oldest child. She just dropped her first episode over on As Told by Ash. Y'all go over to YouTube and follow your girl. Y'all have a good night.
Hey Jazz, one more thing. Go vote the scuma.com.
Oh,
I'm
yeah.
trying to win this shit. I'm nominated for Podcast of the Year. It's my 3rd year nominated, and I keep getting beat by people that cheat. But so I need y'all to help me win this year. The scuma.com. Vote for the Doe Show for Podcast of the Year, please. And you can vote every single day.
I'm voting.
Y'all make sure y'all do that. Get them votes in. Y'all have a good night.